Hello everyone and welcome to my 3-week review with the Javasimulator large overhead panel. So like I say, we've had this panel a few weeks now and we've started integrating it into our flights and into our streams as well. So as you can see in the background, we're literally just setting the aircraft up as we would do normally in the sim. And one thing I will tell you is this panel has completely transformed the way I fly. Not been having to look up and concentrate on steering and looking up at the same time. It makes such a massive difference to when you're simming. So I use it for the Fenix A320. It is available with many other aircraft as well. This panel measures at 380 millimeters tall and 420 millimeters wide, and it's around 70% of the overall scale. I think there's approximately around 42 push buttons on there. There's many rotary dials and knobs, and you also have them 2 custom buttons. So if you check their website out, you'll see 2 custom buttons on the right hand side of the panel just above the cabin light. And basically you can customize the text and also what Corrie switch you would like with that. Same with the switches, they all feel really good quality. The only slight niggle I've had is that the covers over the top of the switches do move a little bit, which hopefully we will come across that soon. Overall, on the back, there is mounting options, VESA mountings. You can either have 50 by 50 millimeters or 100 by 100 millimeters, and that is the option that we have gone for. The panel is really easy to mount. It has 2 power ports on the back, so it has a USB-C ports. Allegedly one for data and one for power. However, if you're using USB 3.0, you only need one of those, which is what I've done. In the package comes with 2 USB cables as well, and the software, which is JS Connect, is currently under quite a lot of development throughout the panel release. This is because it's a brand new panel, and then you can customize the buttons that you want within that, and it's very, very straightforward now. It was a little bit more complex to start with, but they've made it such a simple process. So then, like I say, the panel has absolutely transformed my flying. And the main reason for that it's transforming my flying is because you're not having to constantly look up at the overhead thinking, alright, which switch you're pressing. The same as after landing, there's a lot to do after landing, especially if you're playing on VATSIM, like myself, during the streams as well. It just takes so much less time, and the immersion that it provides is absolutely amazing. So to give you a little bit of history about Javasimulator. Personally, I'd never heard of them until a few months ago. And they're a company that are based in Thailand that make very, very good quality panels for a few different aircraft as well, not just the A320, they do the Boeing 737 as well. But overall, I'm really, really happy. The quality feels very, very good from them. The overall cabin lights, which you've probably seen in the start of the clip, work really well. They're a little bit annoying when it comes to streaming, just because obviously they're very, very bright, but actually from a practical point of view, they're very, very good. The rotary switches feel really good. They have quite a lot of resistance to them as well. Same with the Corries, and they all correspond how they should do. So like when you start the APU, you need to give it that couple of seconds before it works properly. Overall, I'm really, really happy with this product. I appreciate it. It does have a fairly high price point, but overall, I'm really, really happy with the product. So then guys, if you want to purchase, head over to Javasimulator and make a purchase. There's about a 2 to 3 week lead time at the moment, according to their website, around 20-day lead time, should I say. But overall, you'll absolutely love the product. I've absolutely fallen in love with it, and I certainly will be purchasing more things from Javasimulator. Just to point out, we're not currently associated with Javasimulator. However, I did explain that I would try and provide a little bit of content for them, because as you've probably noticed, there's not many reviews out there. But overall, if you're looking for a product that's of a reasonable price, considering its size, has great functionality, and it's very easy to configure and work, and it provides a lot of immersion, then personally I would go and purchase it. Things to consider though is your shipping costs and import taxes. So here in the UK, obviously we are subject to import tax. The shipping, if I'm honest, was quite reasonable, of around, I think it was about £30 to £40, which considering it's coming from the other side of the world, and it came within approximately 7 days of the shipment leaving. So then guys, you may also notice one slight little thing on our overhead is that the overhead avail light shows in amber colour. That was a fault with the factory, and that has now been resolved, and you will receive your panel in green. However, I didn't think it made sense to send the panel back just purely based on that. So guys, thank you very much for joining us today. I appreciate it's only a very, very short little snippet video. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask. Also give us a like, comment, subscribe, and a thank you to Java Simulator for providing us this amazing product.